I want to add a couple thank yous, though. I want to thank Eric Price, because Eric Price really has been the key person in helping out with the organization of today's event. You know, he really acted as the on-site coordinator. We originally hung the mural in the cafeteria, and then we had to take it down, and it's here in the auditorium, and he'll be responsible for getting it where it needs to go. So I'm sure the folks from Uganda thank you too, so making sure that it's in good hands. I also want to thank our music teachers for bringing their chamber ensembles here, and the art teachers who assisted with the project. A project like this is so interesting, because when you're discussing what you would like to do, you never really know what the culminating event is going to be. It's wonderful being in education, and it's also wonderful being a part of the arts, because it's that whole creative element that you start talking about something, and it begins to evolve, and from that point on, you know, it grows into what we have here today. And thank you all for being here. And it's pretty much exemplary of the process in which this mural came alive as well. And in a moment, I'll introduce Ms. LaPenta, and she'll talk to you a little bit about how that project and process went forward. A couple of years ago, Janine Ganauer approached me, and Janine Ganauer is responsible for, she's the Public Relations Director in West Orange, and said, we have a gentleman that's a West Orange resident. He runs an organization called Where Peace Lives, and he would like to do something involving a mural and some kind of an exchange. And I get calls, I get letters, I get invitations, because we have such a fantastic art program, for our students to participate in multiple activities. And so I have to be discretionary about what we choose to do, because we do have a curriculum. But this one sounded exciting. And I met with Janine, and I finally had the opportunity to meet up with Jeff Rudy to discuss exactly what this project would be like. Well, we decided to move forward, and I couldn't have handed over to a better staff member, art teacher, and person to drive this thing and make it work. Diane LaPenta is an art teacher now in the 5th year. And since she's been here, she's been a wonderful part of the team. She started the West Orange High School Art Club. It was a year that she was teaching Art 3, which is one of our upper level courses. And I said, you know, I think she's going to be the one that I'm going to speak to about seeing how we put this thing together. Well, of course, she listened, and she thought it would be an exciting thing. She said she had never worked on a mural before, but you know, it would be a wonderful thing for her to do. And here we are today. You can see in our program, and thank you to Dave Vodosky for putting these programs together in color, but the mural at the top on the right-hand side is the actual mural that our students did here at West Orange High School. That mural right now is sitting in Peru. We didn't exchange with Peru just because we didn't feel that that mural had certain things that were acceptable there that maybe may not have been acceptable for public schools. So we chose not to go with that exchange. But then when the Uganda mural became available, we chose to take that on. So at this time, I'd like to turn the program over to Ms. LaPenta, and she's going to talk to you a little bit about how we got this thing going. But before we do that, we'd like to unveil the mural at this time. Ms. LaPenta.
Hello. Wow, this came from Africa. And this is the one that we exchanged with. This is not the one that we created. You can see the one that we created here in the program. But for those of you that don't know me, I'm Diane LaPenta, and I'm a teacher here. I'm also the advisor for Art Club. And I would just like to begin on behalf of the Art Club and Art 3 class that I worked with that participated. I just want to thank them and thank all of you for attending our program today. I would also like to thank Where Peace Lives, Mr. Quagliato, and our administration for being a part of making this project happen. Okay, I would just like to speak a little bit about the incredible process the students involved in or engaged in order to accomplish creating a mural about what peace means to them. I think the motivating factor for the students was the fact that the mural would actually be traveling to another country, and the actual mural that they created would be seen by other students like themselves from another part of the world. They begin their journey by discussing what peace meant to them on 3 levels. They talked about it on an individual level, on a community level, and on a world level. And the conversation that they had, the discussion that they had, really became quite interesting and engaging for myself and for them. The discussion that they had also was accompanied by a parade of activities until finally coming up with a sketch and then our mural. It was truly a rewarding experience for myself and of course for the students, and facilitating their culmination of the project. And again, thank you and congratulations to the students. Now we're going to have some music from the Woodwind Percussion.